Hello everyone, it's Susan with the Noonan Carnegie Library and I'm here with how to use YouTube Studio. So today we're going to figure out how to use YouTube as content creators. We've already shown you how to use YouTube as a user, and so now we're going to go and take it up a step and learn how to actually put stuff on YouTube. So come on and join us. Okay, first you want to log into YouTube, and so once you log into your YouTube account, we're going to see the same screen that we have when we usually log into YouTube, but in order to upload stuff, we're going to want to go into the YouTube Studio. So in order to do that, we're going to go up here to our photo, and this is our account. Click on it, and you'll see there's a bunch of different options. We talked about some of these in the previous video, but the one we want to do today is YouTube Studio. It's third down from the top. So we're going to go over some tools and show you what the channel dashboard looks like before we get into how to actually post a video on YouTube. So the first thing you'll see is your latest video. If you've already posted videos, will always be here, and it'll give you some statistics. You can go to video analytics if you want to dig a little deeper into these statistics. It will show you comments if they're available, and then it's going to show you different statistics about all the videos that you have published here. It's going to break down the analytics even more right here. This is kind of just giving you a snapshot of it. And then if you hit go to channel analytics, you can even dig deeper into it. So one great thing about YouTube, you can always see how your videos are doing. So it's really excellent. It'll also show you comments down here, your recent subscribers. So it's always a lot of fun to look at all this stuff. It helps you see which of your videos are performing well, which are not, and can kind of help you decide what kind of videos you want to post. So let's go over to the left-hand side and talk about all of these different options. So we've just gone over the dashboard, so now let's go into content. This is where your actual content will be on YouTube Studio. Now, if you haven't uploaded any videos yet, you won't see anything under here. It'll be blank. So you do need to add things here before all these will show up. But this is another great way so you can see what you have coming up, if it's already live, how many views it's gotten, how many comments, what the date is that you posted it. And you can also see if you have any videos scheduled to come up later, and we will talk about that when we actually get into downloading the video. So you can see here right now we have this one video that's scheduled. We can see that it comes out on the March 15th at 3 p.m. So let's go to the next one. This is the playlist, and this is where all your playlists will be when you upload your videos. Once again, if you haven't uploaded anything, this will be blank, but you can see it tells you the number of videos that are in each playlist, and you can change each playlist to be public or private depending on what you want. But that's where the playlists are. Here's the analytics button. Like I said, you can dig into all sorts of different statistics. There's so many different things. It'll tell you how many views total, and then you can just come down here and it'll tell you your top videos. It gives you so much wonderful information. You can see your reach as well, which is how many impressions your video has gotten, how many people have clicked through on any links you have. Engagement would be people who write on your videos, how long they watch the videos. You can find all that there. And then audience gets you a little more into who is watching your videos and where they're coming from. So there's all sorts of things in there. You could spend a whole day talking about channel analytics, but I just wanted to let you know that's where that is. Comments, you can see all your comments here. You can approve them, mark them as spam, whatever you need to do, reply to them, and that's where you do it from the comments panel. And subtitles. If you want to add subtitles to your videos, this is where you would do it. You can go in and you can edit the transcript. You can go in here and you can see that it's available in 2 languages, and you could do English, and then you would come over here and duplicate and edit, and you can edit that because sometimes the subtitles don't come through because of accents or things like that. Sometimes my southern accent, it doesn't quite pick up on the words properly, so you can go in and edit it that way. So that's where the subtitles are. This would be if you found someone had taken your content, you can put a copyright takedown request, and that's where this will be in here. But hopefully you won't have to use that one. Monetization would be if you were going to try to make money off your videos, and that's a whole different story. We don't do that at the Carnegie, so you probably want to go online and Google videos about that and find out more about that from someone who actually uses the monetization. And customization is just customizing your channel, featured videos for subscribers if you want, or You can even go as far as doing a trailer for people who haven't subscribed and people who have subscribed and are returning. All sorts of customization you can do in here. Audio library is just any songs that you've purchased or the songs that automatically come with YouTube. You can find them here and you can just add them to your videos. So what we're going to do now is show you actually how to upload a video. So in order to actually add something to your Creator Studio, you're going to go up here to the top right of the page and you see there's a button here that says Create. So if you click on that, it's going to give you two different options. You can either upload a video you've already recorded or you can go live. Going live will just bring up a screen and you can go live. It'll save it for you. There's all sorts of cool stuff that you can do for that. So if you're interested in learning more about that, let us know and we could do a video about how to go live on YouTube. But the thing that we use most here at the Carnegie and what we'll be showing you how to use today is uploading a video. So if you click the Upload Videos button, it's going to pull up this box. And right here, you want to add your video. And so there's a couple of different ways to add the video here. You can either drag and drop your video file here to upload, or if you want to select your file, you would click Select here and you can select it from wherever it is. So we're going to do this one. So that's going to pull up all of your files. And you just need to go to wherever your video is so that we can find where it is. Today, what we're going to do is upload an upcoming book review. So here we go. Float Plan book review is what I want to upload. So I'm going to do Choose for Upload. And it's going to start instantly uploading to YouTube. But you're not done yet because you want to add descriptions, titles, tags, and all sorts of stuff. So right up here, I want to do a title. I usually like to put book review and then the title of the book. And then in the description, you want to put a description of the video. You can put anything that you want here. You have up to 5,000 words. So I'm just going to say Susan discusses, how about Susan discusses Float Plan by Trish Dollar. I keep my description kind of simple, but you can put in keywords in there if you would like to as well. Then we're going to go down and you want to download a thumbnail, and this will be the video that shows up on the internet preview, post on social media. So make sure you pick something that you really like, and it can also choose different photos from the video and it'll auto generate here, but I always like to do my own custom thumbnail and I've already done that. So I want to pull that up here and that'll start uploading, and so you can see it over here on the right hand side, except that's the wrong one. Sometimes that happens. I have to go back and find the correct one. I guess it's on my desktop instead. Here it is. It's the blue one. So there we go. That's the right one. So that also showed you how you can change it if you put on the wrong one like I did. So there's the correct thumbnail that I want. And now we can go down here. You can set up playlists, which I always suggest you do. It helps categorize your videos and helps people find maybe something they're interested in easily. And we have a variety of different playlists we use here at the Carnegie, but this one, of course, is for a book review, so we're going to click on that. You can also put videos in multiple playlists by just clicking on them. So it's fairly easy because sometimes a video might go in more than one place. And then you want to come down here and do Done. If you want to add a playlist, by the way, this is how you would do it by clicking on New Playlist, but we want the book review, so we're going to do Done. And then you're going to go down here and everyone has to fill this out, and it asks if this video is made for kids. Now you only want to check yes, it's made for kids if kids are the only audience you really want specifically. This is not something that's going to mark it as explicit or not suitable for kids. It's just a legal requirement that YouTube has to ask you. So since this one is made mostly for adults, I'm going to click no, it's not made for kids. If you do want to put an age restriction on your video, you can say that this is for videos for viewers over 18, but of course we never do that at the Carnegie because our videos are made for any kind of audience. And so then we're going to do next to go on to the next part. Now this is where you can add an end screen if you want to promote related content at the end of your video. Never do that, but you may want to do that. You can pick out any part of your video for that. And if you want to do cards where you can promote other content like in the middle of your videos, but we like to just put up our videos. So we're going to do next, and that will take us to the next screen with just checks. This is a brand new feature. This is before publishing. It'll check your video for copyright issues, and then it helps you resolve them, because a lot of times if you use other people's stuff, YouTube will come up and say, well, this is a copyright violation, and it can take a while to resolve that. Sometimes they'll shut down your account. So just a reminder, if you're going to use any type of music or video or anything like that, make sure that you are the copyright holder, or you can get in trouble for that. So this is where we'd check it here. Now, of course, we have no issues found because this is an original video of just a book review for me. So then you're going to do next to go to the next section. And this is going to be where you're going to set up how you want it to publish and things like that. So the first thing would be, do you just want to save it? Do you want to go ahead and publish it? Do you want to have it unlisted? So right here, there's a couple of different things you can do. You can mark it as private, which people can only see it if you specifically allow them to, and you can use this share privately button to send them the link, or you can do unlisted. If you do it unlisted, it will be on YouTube, but no one will be able to see it unless they specifically have the video link you send them. Then they're going to be able to see it. And then public. We always do all of our videos public so everyone can see them. So we click public. You can also set it as an instant premiere, which makes it look like a live video, but it's not necessarily a live video. And if you click here, you can see that that just means everyone can watch it together at the same time. You could have a live chat going on Twitter or something like that. So that can be a fun thing to use. We usually just set it as regular public though. And we usually always schedule our videos because we're not always posting them at the time we want them to post. So for this one, we're going to click schedule. Now this video is the next one up in our lineup. So this will actually come out, this book review will come out before the video today that I'm recording for you. So we're going to have that come out on March 12th, which as you can see is just a couple of days from now. So I'm going to click March 12th on the calendar. And then I want this one to come out in the afternoon at 3 p.m. So I'm going to scroll down here until I get to 3 p.m. and click on that. So that way I can schedule it for in the future. I don't have to worry about being at my desk at the exact time I want the video to publish. So that's really amazing. So down here, it's going to ask you a couple of questions. Do kids appear in this video? And it reminds you, if you're posting videos of minors, you need to make sure you have the right to do so. And then here's something about overall content guidance, and you can always click learn more on these to find out more. So this is pretty much it. As you can see from up here right now, it's saved as a draft. And this would be, if you wanted to send feedback, you could click on this button and send feedback to YouTube. And down here, it's going to tell you at what point of the process you're in. If it's still uploading, it'll say down here the percentage of time it has left to upload. But because we've been talking so long, everything is already uploaded. You see the video here. It has the proper cover photo that I want. Down here, you can see the actual video link if you want that. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to hit schedule. So right now it's going to go through and save it. So now this box will pop up. It'll either say we're still downloading your video if the video is still downloading, or the video is scheduled. Just double check time and date is right. And then you can go ahead and hit close. Now we want to make sure, let's make sure it actually scheduled. So do that. Go over here to the left-hand side and click content. And you can see it's right here. So it's going to tell you the time, and there's several different options in case you want to do something else with this. If you click this pencil thing, that's just going to let you go in and edit the video. So you can change any of this that you want. And down here you can see the thing I was talking about where it automatically generates different photos, and you can see why I might have wanted to make my own, because they pick some very weird ones. Like, look at this one. Who wants that as the cover of their video? So definitely you can go in here and see, you know, what they've suggested. And it's just not as good as a nice little graphic with our logo on it and what it is. I just prefer that. If you need to change the playlist, you can do it down here. Audience, all of that stuff is in here, so you can change any of this at any time. Even after it's published, you can go back in and change it. And let's go into a video that's already been published so we can see some of these things. So you can go back to the channel content. And let's pick the last book review that was published and click on editor. And that's where you can actually edit your videos. There's several different things you can do. You can blur parts of your video. Say you do have some kids somewhere in there and you're like, I really don't want to show their faces. You can blur that. You can add music, you can add video, you can trim it, and you can do some really great editing in YouTube Studio. I personally don't edit in YouTube. I do all my editing in iMovie on my Mac, but it actually is a good tool if you need to do some quick trimming and clipping after you've already uploaded your video and you don't want to go back to iMovie and have to export it again and go through all that. You can do that in YouTube. And if we had comments, that's where that would be. And it looks like we do have a comment on this one. This is so nice. And so let's see, someone said, "Great job, my dear friend." That's great. So what we want to do is respond to them because they were nice enough to comment on our video. So you can do thumbs up, like thank you, and reply to them automatically with something like this. So I'm going to say, "Thanks for the visit." And then you can also add anything in here you'd like, and you would hit reply. Now there's a couple of other different things I want to show you about the comments. If you click on this action menu, you can pin this comment to the top of the video. You can remove this. If it's something inappropriate or something you don't want on your channel, you can report it to YouTube and they can investigate it and you can see. So that's what you would do if you're like, "Oh, I don't want this on here." You can also hide this user from the channel if they're doing anything inappropriate. Or you can also do always approve comments from this user, so you have to approve any more comments before they put it on there. And then you can also add a user as a comment moderator. If you need someone to help you go through the YouTube comments, you can set anybody up as this who responds to your video. So that's a couple of cool things. And this is where you can go in and do your subtitles. It automatically puts the subtitles up. So what we want to do is go into duplicate and edit. And you see right here what it does. It automatically picks up on the word and kind of just puts it here as a constant stream. So sometimes you can look in here and you can see some of the words are written improperly or they might not be in the right place, and it lets you completely come in and edit all of this, edit anything that's misspelled. So this is a great tool to use. So we're going to click out of it, but if you change anything, you can just come up here and publish things. You can even do things like assign times to different places. So it's a pretty cool tool that you can use right in YouTube. And I'm just going to do discard changes. That's how you do the subtitles. That is how to use YouTube Studio as a creator. It's fairly simple. Once you've done it a few times, it becomes pretty automatic. The first couple of times you do it, you just kind of have to think about what you want to do. But I really like it because it's easy to use. The interface is really clean and simple. So I really like YouTube Studio. It's a great way to get your videos out in the world. And the best thing about YouTube is you can just grab the link and post it in other places. Like maybe you don't really like to upload videos to Facebook, so you can always post the link from your YouTube to Facebook. You can post it on Twitter. There's all sorts of things you can do, but YouTube is a great place to have your videos, and I really like that you can go in and download your content later. If for some reason you're like, "Oh, I really need that file again, I want to add something to it or change it," you can download it from YouTube and go into your editor and edit it. So there's all sorts of cool things you can do in YouTube Studio. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below or send us an email at carnegie@cityofnewnan.org, and we'll be glad to answer any other questions you have. If there's anything else you're interested in learning from YouTube, let us know and we can do another video. But thanks for joining us today for How to Use YouTube Studio. Have a great day.